Hey, this is our self-defense video, guys. I hope you enjoyed those first few segments. Now we're really going to get into it and try to see what we think does work and doesn't work. And we're just going to try a few things. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you get value from it, click that subscribe button, hit the like button, come back and see us some more. All right, Bert, I'm thinking maybe for the next attack, we should do the where you're choking me against the wall. What do you think? Think maybe it fits me against this, so let's try sometime and see if we think it works. And I'm kind of thinking, well, go ahead, choke me again. Well, for one, if he's in the right position, you could knee the groin and throw an uppercut. You know, something else. Let's try something else. Choke me. Bam! So, something that you can get them to release the grip. If your arm goes up and then you turn, it actually breaks their grip. There's really not much they can do about it. And for a choke, I probably would try to make them break their grip, and then you got to start striking them like however you can until you can get away and run, you know, or stand over them and say, "What now?" You know. But you know, and check with your local laws. Don't go to jail. Yes. So that's one, right? So what else should we do? What do you think? A bear hug? You do the back bear hug from that earlier. So first, I'm going to show you one that they told me in Taekwondo a long time ago that I think is dumb. It gets you out of it, but I think it's dumb, and I'll show you why. All right, Bert, don't let me go, okay? Do not let me escape from your bear hug. I'm escaping, but it's dumb. And here's one of the reasons why it's dumb. That right there. Now, there was another reason I was thinking why it was dumb, but that's one too. The reason why I think that was dumb, they said just go limp, and you slip right out. Well, that's true, but it's dumb. Because what happens if you slip out of his bear hug? You're on the ground, he's standing right there. If he wants to hurt you, he can just stomp you. Or he can do what Bert just did and keep going down and choke you. So I want to find a better way. I'm sure there's some more ways. Let's see if we can figure something out. One idea, but I don't know how bad it would hurt the back of your head, is to try to hit him with your head and try to do something. So I think I'm going to try something else. Let's see if I can figure out a good way to escape. I'm thinking I should try to turn towards him as much as possible, grab his leg until I get towards him. Now we're kind of at an even footing. So from here, you can, basically you're even now. So how are you going to level that playing field? You might do something, oh, here's an idea. You might do something like this. Control the head, you control the gap. So it's true, if you can control the head, you can control where the body's going to move. So I think that, what do you think? You think that?
Yeah, I couldn't control where I was going.
Hank on the camera, what do you think? You think that might would?
I think it's definitely more practical than the first one.
Yeah, the first one made no sense.
Yeah,
right? And that's what they were taught way back in the day in Taekwondo. Oh, just go left. Yeah, you're going to be a sitting duck.
The way I see it is that if you were to do that drop move, you better pray that somebody doesn't know how to perform the rear naked choke.
Yeah, that, or might be even worse if they just stay standing up and decide to stop your head.
Exactly.
That might be even worse.
Exactly.
So I wanted to demonstrate why I thought that was dumb. So, okay, so what are some other attacks we might go over? We could do the grab, right? Like if somebody was grabbing me by the shirt. Now, there's something that you could do that some people do. You know that move I did to escape the choke where you do this? You could do this, but why? Right? Because with the grab, why do you want him to let go? His head is completely not defended. You can just throw knockout shots. He doesn't know you're throwing that punch. He's not going to come up and block while he's grabbing you because he doesn't know it's coming. So you can even slip. I wouldn't recommend slipping under because his arm's kind of in the way. I would do a hook to the side, something like that. You know, because I have another idea that I wanted to try. That I was thinking I just remembered. Do the choke thing again we did a minute ago. I had another one that I wanted to try, but I don't know if it'll work or not, and so I want to try it. So, well, it got me free, but it's not what I was trying to do. Let's try again. I want to see if there's something. I don't think what I'm trying is going to work, but I want to see real quick. So, no, I wanted to see if I could get him in an arm lock in that position. I don't think so. Let's see. What do you think, Bert? Well, if I know that he's being aggressive and wanting to attack me, but I don't want any trouble, man. Right? He's coming at me. He's being aggressive. I don't want any trouble, man. And I don't want any trouble, pop, and then they punch them, right? You can be sneaky, you know, these little kicks. But I mean, then now I'm attacking him. I'm aggressive. Well, you know what I mean? That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
A lot of times.
He's got a weapon. Ooh, actually, I had a great idea for something I want to try. Hit pause real quick. We're gonna change something. Okay, so,
Already there, bloodstained.
oh, that's true. There's already stains on this shirt. Well, look, I went and changed shirts because I wanted a shirt I didn't mind getting ruined. There's already stains on this one. So, but I think we'll be able to tell the difference. It looks like it is blood stains too. So this is going to be Bert's knife, this marker. Make sure it works. Yeah, it works. So, and he's going to be attacking me with that, and if somebody's attacking you with a knife, I think the first thing to do is accept, I am going to the hospital. Let me make sure I do not die. You know, I'm just making sure that this is, okay. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You're gonna get cut. There's almost no way to not get cut when it comes to knife defense. I still feel like we probably should put on some gear. I'm gonna at least put on my gloves, just in case, I don't know, smack you. You know what I mean? I don't wanna, I want some, at least some cushion. I'm gonna try not to really smack you, you know.
Yeah.
This is part of why I want to get you some headgear, and I still will if you want me to.
Those gloves are pretty gnarly too.
Yeah, I like these gloves. They're light, so they don't give a whole lot of protection, but it'll give you something. You know, especially if I'm not trying to hurt.
The best defense is don't get in a fight.
True that. But I don't want no trouble, man. Try to walk to the other side of the street. You see somebody walking down the street that even just seems threatening to you, just cross the street and go to the other side. Just don't have nothing to do with them. But when you're in situations you don't have a choice, but that's what we're doing here, because these are the fun training scenarios. You know, hopefully you won't get in this in real life. So, should we do a countdown? 3, 2, 1. Oh, I got stabbed. Bam. I don't know how many times I got stabbed. I don't see it yet. Oh. Bam. Oh. We might have got each other rather there. If we could have got there. Ooh, I got right in the arm. See, I think those strikes to the head could have knocked you out, but they didn't do it before I died. I mean, that's non-vital. I mean, non-fatal. See, what you gotta do is look and see where the fatal strikes at. Are there any fatal strikes? I don't know if any of those are fatal. They'll definitely hurt me, mother.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like I avoided that a little bit better than I thought I was going to be able to.
And if I put him, if I need to, I'm gonna put in my 2 cents about this. The one thing I like about this is that when you're, most people always say you charge a gun and you run from a knife, but sometimes you're not always going to be able to run from a knife, especially if you're not as agile. So this is a good.
The guy with the knife, he can chase you. You know what I mean? And then you might just be tired, or you might both be tired. You know, I've seen other people train using the same method where they mark to see where you're cut, and usually the ones that were the most successful, there was one that's, even though I was throwing kicks, but I wouldn't go in full force like they did, and I think I was missing, but one guy kicked the knife out of the dude's hand. That worked. You're not always going to be able to do that, but that worked. And then another guy, one of the things he did is he got a hold of him and just ran to the wall and pressed the hand of the knife against the wall and started trying to beat on him. You know, and these people were in full headgear and stuff, so they were going full contact. It was pretty cool to see. So, if you guys want to check that out, I'm not sponsored or affiliated with them, but I'll tell you what the show is because it's awesome. It's called the Ultimate Self-Defense Challenge. It's on the YouTube page, My Martial Arts Journey. That guy, he's got some cool stuff. That's where I've seen them do this marker defense from. I thought it was pretty good. So, I kind of want to try that one more time. I know I'm going to get cut up more now, but I want to try it one more. I want to try it one more time. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
I'm left-handed, everybody.
1. Uh-oh. Oh, I was in trouble. He could have charged me, and he would have had me. Oh, I think I got him. Of course, I missed on purpose. So I kind of want you to wear headgear, you know. But I think that would have been a knockout shot, so I think I won that round. Of course, you felt like you just stabbed me up here, but it was after I knocked you out. So, because if you land around the, okay, woo, bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, you barely cut me with your hand behind you. Boom. So, I mean, that's fun. It's a fun exercise to do. So, yeah, but knives are extremely dangerous. You gotta know you're gonna go to the hospital if somebody gets affected with a knife. Like, it's very unlikely you're gonna be able to get out of that without going to the hospital. You're just hoping to not die. You know, so I think that was pretty good. Does it say how long we've been recording, Hank?
Right at 11 minutes, as you said that.
Right at 11 minutes. Well, do we have any other ideas, any other things we want to try? You know, do a one-handed grab. One hand's grabbing, the other hand's getting ready to punch me. Bam! Right? But I'm going to try something else too, just in case. Do the one-hand grab again. This one isn't going to work because he's going to hit me. He would likely hit me before I could do that. But if he was just intimidating me, and maybe he wasn't really committed to throw a punch, this might work, where I grab his hand here, his arm around here kind of, and twist him over, but you can't just hold him here. He's going to try to escape. So from here you could strike him, you could throw a kick to the face, or you could just push him and you could run the other way.
I'm gonna say you can sweep that way when
That's true. That's true. When he was in that position, that one of the things that, yeah, I definitely could have done, I could sweep the leg like this, where I kick this foot out from under him and pull him backwards, or the other way. But it feels a little strange to me. But the other way, I might kick you out and push you forward, or I might do that and push you forward. I don't know. But I guess if I just stood here and pushed you, you might fall. You know, maybe. But I'm used to a sweep where you're falling backwards. You know, so.
I say to the people, one thing that's always helped me stay off fights is being like 6'1" and like 200 pounds.
We're not small people here.
Most attackers are gonna look for you when you're like 5'6", 140, because that's easy to attack.
Yeah, and your best thing to do is to try to avoid the conflict. If you think somebody's going to cause a problem with you, you try to stay away from them, try to go around, try to diffuse the situation however you can. Also, if somebody's up to you yelling at you, you don't want to immediately go like this, because you're just going to escalate it farther, and you're definitely going to be fighting.
They already have something in their brain that's gone into fight mode, so that aggresses it.
I like what Boss Rutan does, so that he's still close to a ready position. Boss Rutan talks about how he likes to be like this, because here he's like, I'm non-threatening, I'm thinking, but when something happens, he's right there in his fight stance. So he doesn't have to go far. I kind of like his way. If somebody is being confrontational to you on your face, but you don't want to get it because you don't want to make the fight start, you could do this. Well, crossed arms isn't quite as good as this. I'm saying this because from here, you already have one hand up. You only got to get the other one up. From here, well, for now, you got to pull your hands out of your thing and come up. It doesn't take super long, but I would rather do this than that, because even here it's like this. You know, your hands are up high, where it wouldn't take much for you to go like this. But I also don't like anybody to get this close. I don't let them get this close. If they're up that close to me, I put my hand out, and it might make some of them mad, but I don't care. I'm not going to let them get closer than that to me. You know, and maybe if you feel threatened enough and you think they're going to come in, maybe you do need to throw the first punch. Every now and then you might need to. Or if you're sure they're going to attack you and they do get in that close, you could take your head to their nose. And that does not feel very good, you know. So, that Boss Rutan guy sure does love headbutts, don't he?
Yeah.
He has good stuff.
Dude, he does. His stuff is fun. He's the El Guapo. Boing, bang, bam. He makes all the sound effects.
If you watch his earliest fights, though, he doesn't even use his fists. He used the palm of his hands.
That was the rules of Pancrase, where he fought. They had to hit with their palms, and he was knocking people out with that. See, that's also, if you're worried about breaking your hands, because by the way, if you don't hit, he's not wearing gloves. If you don't hit with your first two knuckles, if you land down here, you're probably going to break your hand. So if you're worried about that, you can hit with your palm. You want to hit with the bottom part, and you can still knock people out with that. Like Boss Rutan is proof of that. And you can use that for your hooks. You just do it like a slap, but hit with your palm. I'll pull back and hit like that. You can even almost kind of hit on the wrist bone.
Slap championships are popular now.
That's true, the slap championships. But if you make sure you hit with the hardest part of that palm, boom, you can knock them out pretty easy. You can do the palm to the face, and then use your fists to the body, and palms to the face is something you could do. Whoop, fist, like palm, fist. you know, and it would work, you know. So anyway, I think unless we have any other ideas, I think that may be the video. So I don't think it was a very long video, but I hope you got some value out of it. I hope it was fun. Hit subscribe and come back and check out all the other videos. Thank you very much.